A red kite had landed on the window ledge. A boy gently tapped on the glass and motioned for it to come inside. Then, carefully, he pushed the window open, and to his surprise, the bird didn't fly away. Instead, it calmly stared at him with eyes full of curiosity and perhaps a bit of hope. The boy quickly brought her a piece of fresh meat. Startled by the sudden act of kindness, the kite hesitated and backed away, but eventually muttered under her breath and ate it. Encouraged, the boy offered her more. This time, she ate without hesitation, clearly satisfied. Then the boy gathered some courage and reached out to gently pet her. What happened next was astonishing. The kite didn't resist. In fact, she seemed to enjoy it. The next day, the same kite returned to the window. The boy had already prepared food for her. This time, she accepted it without a second thought and ate several pieces quickly. After eating, she chirped softly, as if to say thank you. Soon, the boy discovered something even more surprising. The kite had laid some eggs on another windowsill of the house. From that moment on, he became even more attentive. Each day, he fed her himself so she could sit peacefully on her eggs. Under his care, it wasn't long before the eggs hatched into tiny baby kites. To keep them safe, the boy carefully moved them into a large, secure flower pot. The mother would sometimes go out to search for food, and when she returned, she would lovingly feed her babies. On days when she came back empty-beaked, the boy always had a large piece of meat ready. She would tear it into smaller pieces and feed it to her young. As days passed, the kite grew so comfortable around the boy that she even began playing with him. When he played with pieces of meat, the little chicks watched with eager eyes. If the boy wasn't home, he'd leave the meat on the table, and the mother would pick it up and feed her babies herself. Even the family dog wanted to join in the fun, but the mother kite didn't like that at all. Whenever the dog tried to come near the chicks, she would screech and chase him away. Poor dog would just sit at a distance, watching quietly, trying to win her over with his innocent eyes, but she never let him get too close. Whenever the mother went out, the boy looked after the chicks. No one knew where the father kite was, but the boy stepped up like a true guardian. A month later, the baby kites had grown strong. They were almost as big as their mother now. Under her guidance, they began learning how to fly. They didn't want to leave the house. It had been their safe haven, filled with love, warmth, and food. But eventually, at their mother's urging, they flew off into a whole new world. The bond between the boy and the kite wasn't just about living together. It was a deep connection built on understanding, trust, and responsibility. Day by day, the love they shared became a language of its own, the purest form of communication between a human and the wild. This story reminds us that in the rush of life, we often forget the tenderness and responsibility that truly make life beautiful.